How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we're here in the garage. I got some new stuff from Harbor Freight. Got this nice overhanging light, so now I'll actually be able to see into the engine bay, see what we're working on, which is awesome. And I got a few more tools to complete all the work that we're doing on the Lexus. I'm just gonna get cracking, so I hope you guys enjoy. What I'm gonna start out with is getting the coolant drained. Got our drain pan situated under the radiator. Hopefully it doesn't piss out too much. I want to keep it contained and in here. Fingers crossed. Slowly draining. Take off the radiator cap slowly. This is going to relieve the vacuum that's held on there right now. There we go. I could loosen that little drain valve a lot more, but then it would just start shooting straight out towards the back. That's exactly what I don't want. I'm just going to let that continue to drain slowly. So all the coolant is draining, doing its thing. I'm gonna start getting everything up here disassembled, ready to pull the radiator out. Already got this little tiny hose off. Got the hose clamps moved on this one, so just gonna kind of work this main upper radiator hose until I can get it off. Alright. There's a bunch of 10 mils all around here up on the top that hold this fan shroud in to the radiator itself. I want to go ahead and get those removed. We're going to pull the fan shroud out separately from the radiator. Super sick that fucking filming this video right now. I'm pulling the radiator out of my car. This is crazy. Holy f. Radiator is officially out. Damn, that's huge. Holy shit, bro. Oh, bro, hell yeah. Seriously? Fuck yeah. I'm gonna record one fucking just. I'm not guessing. Bro, this is the first time that all these seals gaskets have been replaced since 16 years old. Just 105,000. Okay, no, my overhead light died. And obviously, as you guys saw, I was doing a bunch of work. I got the radiator fan and the shroud out. I got the radiator itself out. Now we're at the point where I got the water pump pulley off, and I also got the serpentine belt off. I was on the phone with my brother, so I wasn't talking to you guys, but I did still film all the work, so I hope that was sufficient for you guys. There are 3 5mm Allen bolts that hold on our front upper timing cover right here. And I already got the other 2 out. There's one right over here on this side, and then there's one right here in the middle, and I'm getting the 3rd right now. Usually people will undo the top bolt for the water pump pulley, for the power steering pulley and the power steering pump, and they'll kind of tilt the power steering pump off to the side so that you can get access to this bolt. But you can actually just use a long extension and go straight through one of the holes in the pulley. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And there we go. We have a bolt. The 3 bolts right here for this front timing cover are different lengths. So because the center bolt has to go a lot further in, it's a much longer bolt, whereas the outer 2, oh wow, that's nice and gunky. Whereas the outer 2 are much shorter because they don't have to cover so much distance with their threads. Now that we got that all undone, we can go ahead and remove this front timing cover. Wow, that is nasty, man. Upper half of our timing assembly and belt is all exposed. As you can see, it is incredibly gunky and oily and disgusting in here. I'm gonna put these back in place first really quick so that I don't lose them and forget which one goes where. There are just 3 bolts holding on our serpentine belt idler tensioner. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just remove these 3 bolts really quick, deep 12 mil. There we go, just like that. We have a serpentine belt idler tensioner. Now that we're at this point, I'm gonna leave it for the night. All right, you guys, what the hell is up? Welcome back. It's day 2 now. As you can see, the sun is out, we've got light. Where I left off last night, everything on the very upper portion and top is taken apart. We're gonna pull off my strut tower brace and start disassembling the whole throttle body because as you can see, with the crossover pipe, it interferes with me being able to get to the valve covers. Strut tower brace is now out. We've got a clear working space right here. We're gonna go ahead and from this point here, everything above the valve covers right here is all gonna come off. Gotta be really careful with these old ass cars because a lot of these connectors are already either broken or they're very brittle and close to breaking. Like I just noticed this harness right here, this little black thing that you see, that is one of the connectors for my ignition coils. Check this out. The clip is so broken that it just slots in and out. I never, ever knew that that was happening. And somehow the car has never had a misfire. It's never had any issues running. Just goes to show, a lot of these connectors are very old, very brittle, very fragile. So whenever you're doing any kind of work on an old car like this, you just gotta make sure that you're very careful because these things are very delicate. If there's anything left in the system, I don't want coolant everywhere. Okay, cool. Nothing. It's always really great to take pictures of everything also. Like especially when you're gonna do a lot of work, take a lot of things off all at the same time, exactly like I'm doing right now. It's a really great idea. Take pictures of everything that you're doing. Throttle body is completely separated from the intake manifold. It just took me like probably 20 minutes. This little tiny coolant hose loose from the fitting here on the throttle body. It was like super on there, but I finally got it. Now there's one more hose on the back side of the throttle body, like right here. Oh, there we go. After a lot of persuasion and fighting, throttle body is officially out. It's time to get the rest of this upper intake manifold crossover pipe out. There's a bit of blow-by going on, but nothing super bad actually. I have seen much worse. Well, there's the upper section of our intake manifold. We've got access to everything right there. Upper intake manifold out of the way. I'm just gonna go ahead, put my bolts and studs back in here so I know what these things came off of. I know where to put them back. Whoa, no way. Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay, hang on. There's a secondary throttle body right here in the intake manifold itself. Wow, I never knew that. That is so crazy. Yeah, you can totally see it on camera right there. Look at that. All right. Well, now that we've got that stupid crossover pipe out of the way, it finally looks like a JZ. Wow, this thing is disgusting though. I'm gonna turn the crank over until our engine is at top dead center, until we're in time. So this is a 22 millimeter socket on my breaker bar. Wow, that is so crazy, dude. This thing is sauced. It is really great that I'm doing this because this thing really needs it. It's a very common misconception that this right here is top dead center. On our camshaft gears, you can see there's little dots, and those are both at top dead center, but then slightly after them, there are lines. The lines themselves are actually top dead center. These dots are, I believe, either 15 or 30 degrees before top dead center. So we're actually gonna keep going until right there. So that right there is true top dead center. What I actually need to do first is wipe off the damn front cover because I can't see a thing down there. Oh, that is so gunky and nasty. That is disgusting. Okay, so that right there is 0. So I'm slightly past 0 actually, so I'm gonna go back a tiny bit. So that right there is true top dead center. You can see that white line is lined up with the 0 on our timing cover. We've got our camshaft gears right here in line with these little humps that you can see on this metal cover. So this right here is true TDC. This is exactly how you want to have it so that it's properly in time, so that when you pull the existing timing belt off, you go to put the new one back on, it's perfectly in time, and you don't have any timing issues, you don't have any interference. I'm just gonna leave it right here. How's it going, you guys? I hope you've enjoyed so far. If you're watching still, you've reached the end of this video. I have a lot more coming, and there are probably at least 200 or 300 more clips in varying length that I have to go through and edit for this whole process. So if you've enjoyed so far, please let me know by dropping a like down below. Leave a comment, let me know if this is informative at all. I've been getting a lot of really great feedback recently on the video that I made a couple years ago when I replaced the thermostat in the IS300. So if this was in the same way informative and helpful for you, if you're looking into doing this kind of servicing on your own car, please let me know down below. I really hope that you guys have found this informative and that you got something out of it. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I still have many, many more videos for this series coming out, and you won't want to miss them. So drop a comment, let me know what you thought, leave a like, and if you're not already, make sure you subscribe because there's a lot more good stuff coming. I hope to see you guys in another one pretty soon. So until then, shoots.